Huzzah! We're back with another evening of art and banter and craft projects and who the heck knows what else, because it's always a surprise on Art Throwdown, isn't it? Welcome. Hey, Ashley. Miss Dana Joy and Jim. Cool. Lots of peeps filing in. Nan. Hello, hello. Awesome. Well, I was on the fence about what I was going to work on tonight because, quite honestly, I was not feeling very inspired or crafty. But when I do that and I get into those situations, I have my go-to. I have my punch board. And there is Broadway doorman himself coming in as well. Here he comes. You can run, but you can't hide.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
So I heard the tail end of that explanation that you are stuck creatively, so you're going to your go-to and going to make some envelopes.
Yes, but the caveat here is that I'm actually making a different type of envelope.
The caviar? What?
The
What?
caveat
Oh,
is
caveat.
that
Sorry.
I am making
Use the mini.
little envelopes. Yes, we're doing mini tonight, I think, because I've got enough big envelopes, but I just sent out literally a glut of outgoing mail just went out, and I used up a lot of my little envelopes. And where from my beloved Tuesday morning that's about to close, where I have this paper that I bought last year, and it's called Soak Up the Sun. So I don't know. I like these little 6x6 pads. They're cute and they're double-sided. So they make for good little envelopes if you want to send stickers to people and whatnot. So
How heavy is that paper?
it is actually,
Did you hear me?
yes, I did. It is 65
Okay.
pound cardstock.
Okay. So the nice thing about those is that you don't even need to line them because they're double-sided colors, and they're usually complementary to each other. So you can just make tiny envelopes that are complete.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So that's,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm doing tonight, I
Are
think.
we in Sweden now? Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to do the other
It's
sides of this stupid box.
why is it
I'm
a
like, now
stupid
I'm
box
hating all my
tonight?
projects. No, I was going to do this box and then I ran out of creative energy. And then I played Xbox for like an hour before this because I'm like, not sure what else to do. So I'm just going to make an envelope. I don't even know.
That's all right. It's good. Good. Don't worry about it. So, roll call. We have Nan and Ms. Dana Joy, and two others. I think I'm one of the two others. Ashley is here as well. Nick is here.
Cool.
Um, Ashley says, we want to see your new office furniture sometime.
I put a picture up on my feed from the other day.
I am with Ms. Dana Joy. Ms. Dana Joy says she loves 6x6 pads.
Okay, what else do you guys do with these? Because all I can think of is, well, hey, I could make mini envelopes with them, or I could cut them up and like some of these pages, right? They've got you could probably cut them into smaller pieces and use them in scrapbooks or something like that.
Right.
What do you do with these?
Anna has joined. I, believe it or not, make file folders, file dividers for my index card boxes because they're almost the perfect size.
Index
And so
card
you do is you cut
boxes.
for my postcards where
Mm-hmm.
I file my postcards, I do little dividers in them, and it's just a nice way to add some color to because they're 6x6.
Ugh.
Oops, dropsies. And if you have the small, Pocono Pam is here!
She's back.
Yay!
Hey.
If you have 4x6 cards and files for them, that's the perfect size because those are 6x6, so they're the perfect width, and you just have to cut down.
Mm-hmm.
See, Miss Dana Joy saying the same thing. They're perfect for dividers. See,
See.
creative people thinking alike. Way to
No,
go!
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I will.
Ashley says she uses them all same pattern or solid as background for her postcards when she makes postcard greeting cards.
Okay.
That's another
All
great
right.
idea.
Lots of
Yeah,
uses. Lots of uses. I don't know
yeah.
why any of those things didn't occur to me, but those are all really good ideas.
So Janet's
And
here.
they're
Welcome,
so
Janet.
obvious. Hey, Janet.
Well, I like them because like I said, they're double sided. So and they're coordinated. So
Yes.
you can do something beautiful that way. Um, no, Pam. I am no longer hacked, but I had to open up a new account with the blessings of Instagram. So this is my new account. I think I tagged you today, or I sent you a DM from this new account. So we are hopefully putting that fiasco behind us. And for those of you who are following along, today bail was denied, and the gentleman is in jail and will not get out anytime soon because the earliest court date for this judge isn't until May of 2021.
So this person is going to remain incarcerated until May 2021.
Until, yes. And whatever time he is locked up will be added to or considered part of his whatever sentence he gets. So for time served, I think is the
Time served.
term.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
you must be sleeping very well tonight.
I will. I treated myself to a Mexican dinner from Arriba, if any of you know of it in New York City. So yeah. Uh, but Pam
Pam's
said
like,
she
I
thought I
thought
was
you
one
were
of
one
her
of my
stripper
stripper
stalkers.
stalkers.
Oh, touche, Pam, touche.
I'm like,
No,
not to
usually I'm
jinx
the one that.
myself, but I don't think I have any of those here
Well,
on
usually I'm the
Instagram.
stripper that gets stalked, so I think she's got that backwards. But anyway, yeah.
Stripper. It's like, are you the stalker or the stalkie?
Yeah, there you go.
Jeez.
Um, but
Uh,
you can. I did a explanation last night in last night's throwdown. So if you want to watch the repeat of that,
yeah, that's true. You're gonna have to go
rather
back
than
in
bore
and
everybody with
watch
the same
last
story this time.
night.
Yeah. But it was all explained last night. I'm in good health. I haven't been kidnapped, but it is still somewhat of an ongoing thing with Instagram. And so, but
Oh
yeah,
gosh, I hope they're able to go back into the archives and
I
find
am
all your
hoping as
content,
well. Well,
man.
it's
Because
just,
you worked so hard on all of it.
well, that's the thing. And, I still have all my looking at Sam's videos on YouTube, but I think the thing I'm going to miss the most was the 365 project that Dr. Romano's Adventures at the Met. All of those
Yeah.
Met pictures that I took and shared. While I still have them in the cloud, I just don't have them organized. Jennifer's here. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hello.
So that's my big. And the other thing is the postcards for good. He wiped all of that away. He hacked into the actual. Tried to hack into the register.com. Where I have the actual website, and he was blocked from doing that. So I still have the ability to reboot that, but yeah. The coloring across America tour, all those pictures are gone from Facebook. So yeah, he. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm just smiling through my tears. Yes, but yeah,
I feel
but yeah,
that. I feel
yeah,
that. That would be
but
like the only equivalent that I can think of would be like someone to somehow wipe out or burn up like every single postcard collage that I have ever made. Like, oh
well,
my God, tears. Tears.
well, I don't want him to suffer. I don't want anyone to suffer, but I want him off the streets and I want him unable to do this to anybody else. Not that he would. I was his target, and so I think the something similar happened when my dad's house was flooded during one of the hurricanes. He lives in Texas,
Huh.
and he lost all of the family photos and all the
Oh.
family cookbooks. So I know that feeling, and but I yeah. But so hi. So what's everyone else working on tonight?
Yeah, enough about
Yeah.
us. What's
Yes.
going on with all of
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
guys?
So we would love to see your mini.
Show us
What do
your
you do with
creations.
your mini envelopes? I'm interested. Do you put them on? I know at one point you had talked about putting them on postcards and sending them as part of your postcard.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but what I have been using them for was to send out stickers to people. So if I have a high quality sticker
Okay,
or a vinyl sticker, there's different
got it.
dimensions, and I love this thing. I'm like, look how geeky! Like, there's all these
Yeah,
tiny dimensions depending on what size pocket you're trying to make.
yeah,
So
yeah. The interesting thing is yours in inches or centimeters. My, I have one of the old ones, and the insert is in centimeters, but the it was the very first one that they did it in inches. So
it's in both.
yeah, both. Okay, there you
So
go.
they
There you
it's
go.
double sided now,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
yeah.
You had to go online. Mine is so old. You had to go online to print out the one for inches.
Oh
So yeah,
nah.
yeah. So Miss Dana Joy has working with alcohol inks today. Yes, uh, um,
That sounds
Janet, we are going to
fun.
change the subject, but yes, but so Dana, I'd love to know what you do with your alcohol inks. We had um, I had shared with a tutorial on how I make my own alcohol
I
inks, and
still have
so
that, by the way. That
yeah,
tutorial is up. I don't know. Oh my God. I don't even know what date it was, but it's
yeah,
somewhere it's in the title, I think, on the
yeah.
throwdown.
Zoe's here. Welcome, Zoe.
Hey, Zoe.
Um, but so yeah, but I would love to see what you're doing with your alcohol inks, and so but yeah.
Right
Now that's an
on.
it's that is such an again it just I'm at a loss of words. It's just that's such an intriguing little contraption that you have.
Like, ha, ha, ha,
Yeah,
ha.
ha ha ha.
No, it
Yeah,
really is. It really is.
yeah,
And I watched a YouTube video once because at first I looked at this thing and I'm like, what kind of witchcraft is this? How does this thing even work?
right.
But then I learned very quickly that it's Allison proof. Like I can make lots of mini envelopes, and of course I'm probably jinxing myself now, but
Yeah,
it's me proof. Like I can
yeah.
make the things and do the
You
stuff with
know, the
this.
thing that gets me is how did we ever get by without YouTube and having, because I am a visual learner. I can watch someone do it and I learn so much better that way than
Same.
trying to read the instructions and trying to figure it out. And so I'm like you. I have bought more things in packages simply because I was at Michael's or whatever, like, oh, this looks cool, and then have no
Wah
idea how to use
wah.
it.
And you bring
Yeah,
it
they
home and you're
get,
like, "Ugh, how do I work
yeah.
this thing? What does it
Yeah,
do
and so
even?"
I go to YouTube and find out how to do it, and you can always usually, um, find a YouTube video with it. But
Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much a tutorial for everything out there
yeah,
nowadays.
Dana was saying, yeah, we were pretty clueless back in the day. Yeah, I'm with you there. Nick says, yes, she's obsessed with making alcohol inks now. I'm glad that I had that effect on people. Dana's making backgrounds for cards and die cuts them for designs
Ooh.
on cards. Yeah. I just like the ones that I make are in these little spray bottles. And so I like mine because it's like a Pollock spray splatter pattern. We used to do something similar with where you take either acrylics or something and you put it on a paintbrush and you take the paintbrush and you stab it, dab it against your finger to get the splatter. I don't know that's probably too old school for people, but yeah,
Dab
that's the
it.
way
Wait,
we
wait.
did.
Say that again. You dab it
So
against your finger,
what you would do is you would
and you
take a
get the
brush.
splatter.
Yeah, so you would take the brush, right? So this is your brush with there we go. This is your brush, right, with paint or whatever on the end of it, and then you would take your finger. There we go,
Oh, and you
and then you would
basically
do it
just
like
go like this.
right. No, 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 no. Don't even that. You tap it on your finger that way. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
like this. You have to make
yeah.
that noise though.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Uh, I guess we're in Scandinavia today. Today's sponsor is Finlandia. Yes.
Yes,
But
yes,
so, but yeah, but
100%.
so, but I like the splatter pattern. Is what I was trying to say,
Splatter
because it looks
pattern.
like a Pollock. That's hard to say. It's like a Pollock painting, and so that's what I like about these alcohol inks. Um,
Can you make can you use something other than isopropyl rubbing alcohol for your alcohol inks? Like, let me
Not that
just
I know of.
if you got
I
into a
don't.
jam and you had like really cheap, let's say vodka or something, could you do the same with it?
I think the difference is the evaporation of the alcohol as opposed to the
Ah,
carrier capabilities. So, in answer to
ah.
your question, yes, you can mix these reinkers with alcohol with vodka, but I think it would stay. The paint would stay on the surface because it doesn't evaporate, which is
Oh,
why
okay. So
you use
it would take way
alcohol.
too long. Okay.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
checking. Just
Um,
curious.
Janet fixed her oven and washer by watching YouTube. Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
that gene skipped my body. That fixer gene. I was the one that they. No, seriously, I was the one when I was in the Navy. We'd have all these games. When we're out at sea. You're out at sea for 6 months, and we play tricks on each other. I was the one they sent around the ship looking for the left-handed hammer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. So, so, yeah. So that gene totally bypassed me. So yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
No, but my husband
um,
does stuff like that. He'll be like, "Hey, look, I
yeah,
just found a YouTube video on how to do this. Like, it'll be like some home shortcut or some hack." And I'm like, "How did you even figure out or think to do that?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just looked it up and there was a tutorial on it. So there you are."
yeah. I was the frustration for my father, my adopted father, the third one. That he had the ability to take anything apart and put it back together.
See, that's my dad. My dad can do
And
that,
and
and
yeah,
yeah.
and he would get so frustrated because what I would do is I would actually take pictures and take notes, because if I didn't, I'd never be able to put it back together again. And so what he could do in 20 minutes took me 5 hours. Yeah,
No, my dad can like this the exhaust fan in their bathroom. Like he was able to dismantle it, figure out where all the wires go, figured out what was wrong with it. I'm like, how he has no instruction manual. It was just like he's really good with his hands. Like he knows where things go. It's I don't know. I don't know how you get that skill set. How
yeah.
I don't have that.
Nick said she finally bought an envelope punch board. First of all, congratulations. But she
A
didn't
punch
realize that
board.
but an envelope punch board. But she didn't realize that it was oriented for right-handed people, so she's so awkward with it. And that's interesting because
I never knew that.
I never even realized, but now that it makes a lot of sense because, that score line veers to the right, right?
Yes.
And so I'm wondering if you turn it upside down, if it would work. Huh. I'll have to look at my punch board. I'm on it, Nick.
That that
I
is
will find
such
a
an
solution for
interesting
you.
question.
Yeah.
Huh.
Frank's here. Welcome, Frank.
And Frank has
And
power,
for
everybody. I just want everybody to know
yes,
that his power is restored.
and he has a current podcast with Tiffany's Treats, I think is the
Ooh.
name of her. And she sends cake postcards. She designs
Oh, I
cake
saw
postcards.
that.
Yeah,
I
and then
thought,
he
how
has another one
unique.
coming out. Yes, absolutely, totally unique. And he has another episode coming out on Friday, so it's coming out early this week. So he's probably got big plans for the weekend. So
Frank, buddy, how long does it take you to come up with content or script or whatever you're going to say on those podcasts?
Well, I will say that he works very hard at it and schedules a whole bunch of interviews in advance. And I think, and you can correct me, and I don't mean to speak for him, because he can totally speak for himself. He's Mr. Radio Voice, as you know. That I think most of his time is spent in editing. I think that's where he spends the bulk of his time.
Ah,
Dana says, don't waste vodka.
don't.
So don't
Okay.
use vodka for crafts. It's a waste.
Yeah, but what if it's like really cheap vodka now?
Like the cheap Stoli stuff. Yeah. Um,
Like like bottom shelf kind of stuff.
and Jan says if she's out of vodka, she is not going to drink isopropyl.
I
Yeah.
would not recommend that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But you know what? I do get high off of the smell of that alcohol when I work with it too long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like I'm like bouncing off the walls.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
I
when I
don't
go
know
to
why.
stain the deck or the stairs
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
outside and I'm near the fumes for too long. I don't know. I get like woozy. I'm like, woo. Yeah, it's strong stuff.
How's that go again? Woo! Yeah.
No, like my neighbors.
So you have to make the funny face. See, your face is on camera, so you have to make the funny face like I do. Woo!
No. You don't understand.
You can look at that and repeat.
No, yeah, no. My neighbors keep having wild parties. They have like these like sexy Corona parties, and like they're all in like their hot tub, and they're all like they just get absolutely wrecked on the weekends now. Like they didn't used to, but now they do. I don't really care because once I'm asleep, I'm out, and it takes
Right.
a lot to wake me up. But like, you'll hear them outside, and they're like, "Woo, woo!" and they play cornhole, and it gets wild out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Are they masked or unmasked?
Unmasked? They're drunk. I mean, Russell, they're really drunk.
Okay. Wow.
If you're drunk, you're probably not going to be thinking about your mask. I'm guessing.
Well, that's how little babies are born too. Not thinking when you're drunk.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
so,
how hot
yeah.
tub parties start.
Yeah.
like-
Okay. So yes, we are changing the topic. Miss Dana Joy would love to see your envelope, please. She said.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. One second.
Lisa's here. Lisa joined about an hour ago, and I'm just now getting to her post.
I hope
Sorry,
not,
Lisa.
because
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
be kicking me off soon if it's been an
Yeah,
hour.
exactly.
All right, my envelope is here. This is the first one that I made. So it's got like this, like I like these little green chartreuse squiggly lines. There's the front.
I think those are called chevrons, by the way.
Squiggly lines.
Squiggly lines, like squiggy. What was the on Laverne and Shirley? Squiggy and what? What are those two characters' names?
Never watched that show. I don't know.
Oh, really? Something is Squiggy. Squiggy and something were the two sidekicks. I forgot.
Can you guys see? If
hey,
I pull it up really close.
Who it was? Nick or Carrie? Who's lefty? That was
Nick.
Nick, right?
That was
so
Nick.
Pocono Pam says her daughter uses it upside down and she's a lefty.
Oh, so there is
try
there
that.
is a workaround then.
Yeah, so try that. So Peace Lettering joined. Welcome.
Hi. Now see, once people see that Russell is on, everybody's like, okay.
Let's beat him. Let's find a solution.
Get him.
Miss Dana Joy. I just love Dana. I know you're not. Your name isn't Miss Dana Joy, but I just love saying your whole profile name. It just makes me laugh.
Like, can you legally change that to Ms. Dana Joy for real?
Ms. Dana Joy says cheap vodka makes great lighter fluid, though. So if you need to fire up your
Ooh.
barbecue,
That's a good camping
there you go.
hack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick, just give it a try. Keep on trying. She says she has flipped it upside down, and she's just awkward no matter which.
Can I tell you, Nick, though, the first time I ever used my envelope punch board, I thought there was something wrong with me, and I thought I was missing significant brain cells. So I read the directions on the packet. I'm trying to do the envelope, and it just kept coming out wrong, completely wrong. So then I actually found this lovely lady over in the UK did her tutorial, and that's how I actually figured out how to do the envelope for the first time and not have it screw up. So there maybe look up if you got one of the We Are Memory Keepers brand punch boards. Look up We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board
Lefty.
left-handed, yeah,
Yep.
lefty or left-handed tutorial.
Yeah.
Maybe one exists because you can't be the first person to have that problem.
Yeah.
I gotta think.
Janet says, Frank, I've not seen your face, but I imagine that you look like Mike Rowe. I can tell you, Janet, he looks much better than Mike Rowe. So there you go. I think if you go to the Postcardist website, I think there is a picture of him there. So maybe check that out. Miss Dana Joy says your envelope is so cute, and we have an answer. It's Lenny and Squiggy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we had like 10 people shouting at the same time. I was too slow to read it though. Pam's husband says the whole name Mrs. Dana Joy in his singing voice. We have to have that on YouTube.
We must have
so,
that.
Pam, that's a must. Next time, get him to, wouldn't that be funny to have him record your greeting for your phone?
Oh,
Dana,
my God.
Would that be the funniest thing to have? I would pay money for that. I would buy that ringtone just to have it.
All right, so Pam, your husband is now in the voiceover business. Just so
there you go.
We're gonna pay handsomely for that.
Yeah,
for those services. I would totally pay for that.
I would. I would buy that ringtone.
State of the fun,
yeah.
I want that. How do I get that?
I paid like $10 for every Leslie Jordan ringtone. Because he's just this new celebrity. I mean, he's not a new celebrity, but he's a new Instagram celebrity, and he has these Southern sayings that just crack me up. And so, just like it's just funny, Just like in the South, you can say "bless her little soul" you can say whatever rude thing you want. Bless her little soul, yeah.
But it sounds so cute and polite, and all of the wholesome things.
Well, it's just like
you could be insulting someone, and then
Well, it's just like she's sweating like a whore in church. Bless her little soul. Yeah, it's just
right.
So, I'm going to hell. I'm going straight to hell.
In a handbasket.
In a handbasket. Hey, hunker downers. That's one of his lines too. Yeah.
Hunker downers. What is this person's name?
Leslie Jordan. You have to follow him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look this up.
You will recognize him when you see him.
Okay.
Because he's on a lot of TV and he was on Will and Grace and he was on a whole bunch of stuff. And
well, what happens if I don't watch TV? And I probably won't recognize him.
You still, I think you may.
I've never seen the show Will and Grace in my life.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's been in so many different things that I think that you'll probably recognize him.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah. I think another one of his is I think one of my ringtones says, I fell out of the womb in my mother's high heels. He's like
awesome.
he's like 4'8",
and
he's 4'8", gray haired and gay. He's one of the original gays. So yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
I'll have to tune in.
Yeah. Yeah, but so it's just but it's a whole thing. It's just I will never use them. I just have them on my phone, and if I need a pick me up, I'll listen to one and just laugh. Sit in the corner and just laugh. And that's what I would do with with Pam's husband. He could record anything in his sing song voice, and I'll buy it. I'll just buy it. I will fund your mortgage for your new vacation home.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, do like a Patreon. Yeah. Patreon. Do one of those.
Patreon, yeah.
Do one of those.
Yeah.
100%. 1010 would contribute.
Yeah. Yep.
To those awesome voiceovers. 100%.
I still laugh at. I still have it bookmarked, but her table scraps episode where he pops out the mic to sing, it still just cracks me. Just thinking about it cracks me up.
Was that the hoarding episode?
Yes, it is. It's still just it's one of those things, one of those comedy routines that you've seen years ago, you can still think about no matter where you are, how long it's been, and it will still make you smile. And that's what that does. It still just makes me laugh, and I'm giggling now, and I just like can't even get over it.
That's how I feel about
Okay.
cut block. It only happened once, but
Yep. Cut
fond
block.
memories of cut block.
Um, yeah. I need to do another one of those.
Cut block?
Yeah, I need to. I want to do another. Remember that doily project that I was working on? Do you remember that?
Russell, you have so many projects. I cannot
This
keep
was
them.
I
Like,
I
I
I was
can't keep track of
recycling.
them.
I know. I just that's just me. I'm not
The
all over the
doily. Wait,
place.
wait. What was the
Yeah.
doily? Doily,
This
doily.
was I was recycling all the doilies that I was getting at work because they bring us these
Yes,
pastries and they
yes.
put them
You
on
were
doilies and
hoarding
they're huge.
doilies from the
Right.
chafing dish or wherever you
Right.
found them. Okay.
And so what I'm trying to do is I wanted to do a repeating pattern with one of those cut blocks to decorate the interior of that doily.
Cut block.
So Miss Dana Joy's leaving us.
No.
Bye.
Come
Thanks for being
back.
here.
Y'all come back
Uh,
soon.
yeah, she called us love bunnies. So
Ah.
she's heading to bed. Have a great night.
Well, that's
Sweet dreams.
understandable. That's
Absolutely,
understandable.
absolutely. Not everybody can be insomniacs like me. Yeah,
Well, I
hopefully I'm gonna
gotta
sleep
say,
well
man, there's
tonight.
some times on
Yeah,
Throwdown where I'm just like, I have no idea how I'm still awake.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
But in those in those cases, just take the night off like you did the other night. That's just
for real.
they can have Zoom. They can have Zoom hellos in your absence.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
real.
and thank all of you who do that. I'm not a Zoom person. I still think it's try to hack into our brains, but that's just me being stupid. But yeah, and so now I'm really sketchy with anything computer.
You're like,
I
I am
just
so
yeah,
paranoid about all of the
absolutely,
things.
yeah, yeah.
I don't blame
So,
you there.
but I had to change like 60 passwords for different because I had no idea what he had access to.
That is awful.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
you know,
glad like I don't want to jinx you. I'm knocking on
right,
wood here that it's
right.
sorting itself out slowly but surely, but Anna still can't believe
So
that you
Anna,
don't
that's
drink
funny you say
coffee.
that because yeah, I know it's just I never acquired a taste for it, and so I grew up with what we called in the military bug juice because you had two choices of drink to keep awake because the mess hall was always open on a ship 24/7 because if you had one of the late watches, i.e. the midnight to 4 or the 4 a.m. to 8 o'clock watch, a lot of times you needed to pick me up to be able to wake out of a dead sleep to do those. And so you'd go to the mess deck and they would have two things that were available. One was coffee, and a lot of it was what we call boiler room sludge coffee, that had been
Ooh,
percolating for all day.
that does not sound
You know,
good.
yeah, or what we called bug juice, and bug juice was just concentrate, Kool-Aid that was mixed with water in those little machines that recycle the water, and you've seen those kind of self-serve kind of Kool-Aid machines.
Yep.
So that's where I had a sweet tooth, and that's what I used to stay awake. And so it's been much more sweet than savory, which is why I never acquired a taste for coffee. But back in the day, I would drink 2 cans of soda to wake up every morning, and I would drink anywhere between a 6 pack to a 12 pack of soda a day. Uh,
OMG.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
don't do that anymore, but yeah, yeah.
I was big into soda in college, and then I stopped. And that was it. That was it for
Cold.
me.
You stop cold turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I was drinking Diet Coke, and I don't know. it's just one of those things where, like, when you drink something and it's not, your body's like telling you
Yeah.
like this is not good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like I feel weird. Like
Yeah.
it would make me feel weird.
So, on a different topic, how do you decide which side to use?
It
See, that's a
depends.
difficulty I always have when those two-sided papers. I will literally spend 10 minutes trying to decide, do I do the chevron side or do I do the geometric pattern side?
For
You
me,
know,
it all depends on how loud a pattern is. Like for me, I don't like the outsides of my envelopes to be this loud. So I'm like, it's
got it.
almost like
Got
you
it.
get this, the
So
pattern
you want the
is
surprise when they open it.
exactly. So the pattern
Yeah.
here is somewhat muted on the outside. You've got the
Yeah.
pastels, but like you open it up and it's like, "Rawr!" and like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Boom.
mean? Like there you go. And there's your
Boom.
little
Yeah.
surprise inside.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you do anything so anal retentive like me and make sure that the see that the one that you just did, that would drive me crazy
why?
because in my mind you should have rotated the paper
Why?
so that the chevrons would go left to right rather than up and down. That's how my mind works. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I
Huh.
will literally spend 30 minutes deciding the orientation of a piece of paper for an envelope that no one else would ever even notice, right? I mean, the recipient will never even notice, right? But yeah.
So you're saying the chevron should go the opposite direction?
No, no. In my mind, I would have put the chevrons, I would have rotated the paper the other way,
So did
not
I do the
upside
wrong end?
down. No, 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 no. No. What I'm saying is what I would have done is I would have had the chevrons going left to right rather than
Oh,
up and down.
oh. Well,
See, so you when you had it in your machine, you would have had to have rotated the paper. See,
true.
yeah.
Um,
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's my own. What's the word I'm looking for? Not problem. That's my own warped mind. I don't know. That's yeah. That something as stupid as that will prolong my crafting because I'll sit there literally for
well, I
30
think
minutes say, do
meticulous
I
is
do
the
it this
word.
way?
Like, yeah, you're very particular about how
Yeah.
you want your pattern
Right.
directions to face.
Right.
Me, I slap it and I hope for the best. And sometimes
Well,
they
that
turn out
but the thing
fine.
here's the thing is though
Sometimes
that but here's the thing though is that the recipient it's probably not worth a hill of beans to your recipient. You know, they
it may
probably
not
for
be.
most of them won't even register. Trust me.
The only thing I do
Yeah.
with these of note, like if I'm sending, let's say, the hologram stickers, hypothetically
Right.
speaking, out to a bunch
Oh,
of people,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd throw them in. I'd take a piece of a decent quality washi, not one that's going to tear your paper, but like
Right.
one that's peelable in case the person wants to reuse the envelope for
Oh,
something.
absolutely. Yep.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, I'm like,
No, that's considered as well. I try to give more than one gift with a gift. Does that make any sense? So
absolutely.
the idea is that you
Yeah.
can reuse that. I would seal it in the same way that so the person can reuse the envelope as a gift itself. You're absolutely right. Patty has joined us. Welcome, Patty.
Patty. Yeah, she's like, we're talking about paper crafting OCD.
Yes.
Everybody has
Yep.
a different type of it, I swear. And mine is different. Mine is I can't let an envelope be idle. So if you guys send me something, this sounds totally crazy, but
Oh,
if you
so you will reuse whatever you receive.
yes,
In
if
other
you
words,
send me
yeah.
something,
No,
I will
I think
try
that's
to
amazing.
reuse it so that the spirit of
Yeah.
the gift that you gave me
Absolutely.
lives on in somebody
Absolutely.
else's mail, basically.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think that's so commendable.
So it seems a little nutty to me, but I'm like, this is what I do. This is my thing.
Because most it's flaw that I have with that is that I have so many little pieces of paper hanging around. I think if you don't keep them organized and put them in like a baggie like you do or something like that, they will be all over. And then
Yeah.
that's what gets me angry is I know I have it somewhere and not being able to find it, and that will paralyze me in a craft more than anything else. Is knowing that I have
Can't find it.
something and can't find it,
You're like, I
I
know
will
this
go
is
to
here.
I will go to a different project just so I don't think about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Jennifer says that she's having problems clicking out, so I don't know. And Nan says that too. So sorry about that. Maybe it's our ghetto connections.
Clicking out.
I think getting booted off, I think, or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, gosh,
Don't know.
I don't know what to say about that.
I
Other
don't
than
either.
Instagram,
I got nothing. I
Instagram
got
has
nothing.
attitude sometimes.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Yeah, like trying to prove who you are, who is who you are. Yes.
oh my God.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. New
Yeah, no
topic.
kidding.
New topic. Yeah.
You're like, la, 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 la.
No, it was just so frustrating because I sent them a contract with both my legal name and my professional name to show that I was actually, that person
And they're
and I
like,
actually
that's not
got
enough
paid.
proof. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I sent them a headshot. I send them the link to the Postcards for Good. Just like, look at the picture. That picture is me. Here's my
Now,
picture.
were you able
And
to actually like talk to somebody, or was this all through email correspondence?
all through email because no live person works at Instagram or Facebook.
So it's some shitty contact center. Pardon my French.
Yes. Yeah, and then they got pissed because I was like, "Can I just speak to someone in the U.S.?" It's just like because
Actually, I have a story. On LinkedIn once, I forget why, but I was having issues with, I think, something about my subscription to one of their services. And I was trying to get it, I forget what I was doing with it, but I kept trying to get it fixed. And it was like, hello, welcome to the contact center. And I'm like, are you serious? So it kept looping. And I could not get any satisfaction. It's like, please do the following steps. I'm like, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. And I'm like, I did the steps. And it's like, hello, welcome to the contact center. And I was like,
yeah,
ah!
yeah.
So at one point, I got pissed. I actually started looking around on LinkedIn. I'm like, let's see, who is the chief customer officer? So I looked up this person's name. I reached directly out to this person. I sent them an email directly. And I'm like, hey, just so you know, I have been looping for 36 hours within your contact center. I cannot get any I can't get any satisfaction. Like, here's what I'm trying to do. And it was fixed within like 30 minutes. And I was like, ah. So
See,
sometimes you gotta.
stuff like that doesn't happen to me. I mean, yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know who within Instagram's leadership you could even reach out to try to resolve that.
Yeah, but it's just but here's the thing. Let's say I get it resolved and all the content can be recovered. So I'm just like I spent all this time. Yeah. So
but then again too, people know you based on
right.
your original handle.
Well, exactly
So
and that's the thing.
There's
So yeah,
probably some historical value.
Well, I'm gonna lose a lot of followers who only know me by my professional name.
How many followers did you have?
I less than 1,000.
That's still a lot, though.
Yeah,
that's still a good
but I mean, a lot of these are
followers.
like actor friends. People who worked who came through the St. James that only know me by my professional name, and then they're not going to realize that. And I don't remember what all their names were. So to add them up again, to add them on again, to say, oh, this is me, kind of thing, like I've been doing with our friends, but yeah, so it just stinks, and
it's maybe better to just keep this as an alt, like keep it as a plan B just in case.
Well, I'm not gonna. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. So, this would be one of those famous second accounts if my first account actually gets resolved, kind of thing. But yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well,
but anyway,
for everybody else out there, change your password just in case, just as social media hygiene, 2-factor authentication.
Yeah. So Patty, that's a good question. Patty says, do you want us to tell other people in the snail mail community my new handle or no? if someone, I guess, if someone asks, see, that's a tough situation because I don't know. Um, Let me think about that. I may reach out one night when we're here on the throwdown. I may reach out once I have a final determination. But if someone asks you about me, yes, by all means, share my new. And here's something else. If I could ask your indulgence of anybody that's here, that if you post anything from me, either post it uh, by my first name, Russ. So we're trying not to link this count to the last name Romano in any way. Um, so either say Russ St. James or just say, oh, this postcard from Russ kind of thing.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
for
yeah,
those of
that's
you,
easy.
yeah. So that would be very appreciative if you could do that. So but yeah, there's some of my Indian friends that Now I will say I'm very fortunate because I kept fairly meticulous files of postcards that I have sent people, and of course my regular ones I remember, but some of the ones that I do once a month or once every 2 months, you know, um, and the poor people that I thank goodness I filled out the envelopes are ready for the people that I did the giveaway from. You remember that friendship postcard giveaway that was a while back?
Oh
I would
yeah.
post a friend. Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that the special set of postcards? Well, I gave them away, but a lot of them were in India, and so I had no way of sending those out because there's still a moratorium on
Yes.
sending mail to India.
Still?
But yeah, well, not now, but they haven't. All the people that I know in India still haven't received anything that I have sent to them.
Oh my God.
So mail can go there now. We just don't know if it's actually being delivered yet.
It could be
Uh,
sitting in like a shipping container
exactly,
somewhere.
exactly.
I mean, I hope
Um,
not, but you know,
uh,
odds
but
are.
I pre-addressed all of those envelopes, just waiting for the time to send them out. So thank goodness I did that. So all those are lost addresses now. If I hadn't have done that, so I was very happy to
See
have the
your
forethought.
meticulous nature and note keeping and note taking.
It paid off
It
this
paid
time.
off
Yeah,
big
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it did.
Yeah, Patty, I have this app called something. I'll remember it. To where I can input all my addresses uh, in the app, and then keep track of what I send to people. And you can also add photos. You can add photos as well to this app because I take photos of all the postcards that I send. So were you highlighting? Oh, you got balloons, hot air balloons.
Yes. This is going to be now. This is going to be the outside of the envelope, and the inside is going to be these little check patterns.
That's cool.
Yeah. And you know what my
I like
favorite
that.
thing about this pad, and it makes me sad because I know I'm not going to get a chance to go back to that particular location. I got this thing last year for $2.99, and it had the yellow Tuesday morning sticker, which it's like an additional 40% off of that price. So I'm
Wow.
like, booyah. Yeah, it was a really good price for the
Did you
sticky
read
pad.
in the news who filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy?
Steinmart?
Steinmart. I know.
I have never been to a Steinmart. What was it?
It was just like inexpensive home decor. So it was like
Okay.
you need to you need to fill up your kids' dorm room
Okay.
kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Although I've read though that businesses like Ollie's and Five Below, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, like they're all going gangbusters right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Yeah, all the discount kind of
like
stores are.
ultra hyper discount, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Aldi is going gangbusters as well as a grocer. They're actually beating out Walmart.
Patty says they're like TJ Maxx but nicer clothes. I
Ah,
didn't realize Steinmart sold clothes, but that's just
I've never been inside of a Steinmart. Man, I'm like,
I
what have I
I
been
went to
missing?
I went to Steinmart usually for holiday decor, so that's where you would have scored.
Dang
For like,
it. Dang it,
yeah, for
Russell. You
like.
guys should have told me.
Well,
You guys should have told me. I would have
I've
tried to
only
hunt
known
down
you
a
for like
Steinmart.
6 months now.
I have 6 months.
No, I said I've only known you for 6 months.
You've had
This
six
was
months to tell
pre.
me about Steinmart, Russell.
Exactly. Oh, that's true. That's true.
We've known each other for 6 months. Is that
Have
possible?
we? I don't know. I just picked that number out, but it's somewhere around there, right?
May, June, July, August. 5.
5. Well,
I think
I'm off. I'm off a
5-ish.
month.
5-ish.
I'm off a month. Shoot me, as they say.
5.
But so this was pre ADT. So there you go.
Yeah.
But I am starting to collect Halloween things that I'm going to donate
Donate.
to the Allison hoard of decorations.
Wait. You're giving me Halloween decor?
I'm sending you Halloween things.
Oh my God. So are we talking like flat paper items or like large things?
All different kinds. No, not large things. No. I would never do that to you. Did I see Tim? I don't know who that is.
All right, I'm coming back. Oh, it broke out of its
No,
holder.
What I'm going to say, I've got some paper products. Like I have a jack-o'-lantern punch that I was going to send you. Yeah, stuff that you'll enjoy. Plus, I have some.
You know me. I'm like, you know the
some
kind of stuff I
cutouts.
like.
Oh, no, I have not seen the Tim Holtz Halloween line. Oh no, but I do have this Tim Holtz skull.
Is that an acrylic stamper? What is that?
Well, it's a rubber stamp, what we call cling stamps. I was corrected the other day that I need to make the distinction between acrylic stamps, which are these, and
There is a
cling
right.
stamps, which are these.
I forgot that.
I've always used them interchangeably, but I was corrected the other day by someone that was being erudite. But anyway, or pedantic, I should say.
Sorry for the wiggling, guys. My tripod is jacked up. I gotta fix it.
I'm wiggling. What you talking about? You're standing still. You're just standing still.
I cannot.
I'm just being stupid.
I cannot get this thing back inside of its holster. Worst holster ever. Oh wait, actually no. I'm okay now. Trying to fix it so you guys don't have to go for a ride with me.
Well, you only got 5 minutes left.
No.
Well,
and I got all of like 4 envelopes done. Look at all my progress, guys. I got this one.
That was cute. I like that one.
Wee. And look inside. There's like little
triangles.
Yes, little triangles. Woo.
Yeah, I'm silly. I know, man. I'm just like, it's just.
Long
I'm just giddy with delight that I'm back on screen. How about that?
I mean, hey, I was thinking, what would stop you from being on camera, but we couldn't see what you were working on, but like maybe down below you're like working on a craft or making something.
I could. You're absolutely right.
Saying,
I could. And I thought
while we're doing
I could
this.
be. Yes, I could be. But then my utility of commentary would be reduced because I wouldn't be able to keep track of the screen of all the scrolling comments. And I think the levity that I bring is much more important than my crafting knowledge, right?
You're saying you're a better comment reader, I see.
No, I'm just good at being silly. But I'm hoping there will be a time will come when I'll be able to share what I'm working on. Yes, thank you, Jim, for the warning. We have 5 minutes. And how rude was Instagram last night? I mean, I was mid-sentence.
No, it was like, I'm like, well,
cut.
I guess I'll share it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, doggone it.
Yeah,
it was a total heartfelt. I'm glad to be back. Yada yada yada. And I got 2 words. I got 2 words into it. I'm like,
bye.
Zonk. Yeah.
Now, see, this is just subject to proof that I really don't watch time. Like, I don't pay attention to it. Even when they put the 2-minute timer up at the top of the screen in front of my face telling me you have 2 minutes. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I
That's because you're
should.
so self-absorbed in your own projects.
I'm in my little world. I'm like, la, 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 la. I'm like, wait, where'd everybody go? Oh, they're gone. No.
Well, man, if you need silly, then I'm here just for you. Then, but yeah, no, but I'm. I think it was Carrie that said I was glowing. Patty's saying good night, y'all. She's
Bye,
she's from the south,
Patty.
so she says y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
No, you
anyway.
look very happy. Like, you look relieved. Well, actually, I will say tonight you look even more relieved than last night.
Well, the days are getting better, and so knowing that there's progress and that there's hopefully will be some reconciliation to all this and that,
Yeah.
but it's just nice to be able to rest a little bit easier knowing that this guy is off the streets and hopefully, um, won't be able to continue to harass me, and so we'll see what that entails. But I was told today by my attorneys that the judge was not happy at all to see him back in court.
Wow.
So I think.
Man.
Oh, how dare you! Jennifer's rubbing it in. We got 2 minutes left, and she
She's eating
whips out.
apple
I'm eating
pie,
apple pie and homemade
homemade
whipped
whipped
cream.
cream. Aw.
Aren't you special? I had pecan pie with vanilla ice cream because it's my birthday month. So
And
this
we're
week was my
celebrating
birthday
this
pie.
the whole month.
Exactly. This week was my birthday pie. Next week will be my birthday cake.
Now, how
And
often
yeah.
are you checking your birthday P.O. box, Russell?
I just checked my PO box today. The Bronx one or the New York City, the Manhattan one?
Whichever.
The six
I've
four
been
five or
sending
the
this stuff to Midtown, so
Okay, yeah, no, I just picked it up today. So I'm so far behind. I'm trying to dedicate days to crack chicken sandwich here. Okay,
chicken sandwich.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
is that the Popeye sandwich that everyone keeps
Oh,
fighting over? I haven't had
oh
this
man,
yet.
I haven't
Have you
either.
seen this? Have you heard about
I
this?
have it. I have.
It's yeah, supposedly it's very good. It's a spicy chicken.
But I'm
I
trying
need to get
to
myself some.
send multiple postcards now that I'm back a day, so that I can get caught up with, and so that people can see the postcards that I have received. So, oh, crock pot. Okay.
Oh, I was like cracked
Yeah.
chicken sandwich.
Yeah. So
I
crock
was like, that
pot
sounds
chicken sandwich,
illegal.
maybe. Yeah. Well, oh, yeah. Well, in New York, anything's legal. So say goodnight.
Good
You
night.
got 1 minute. Good night, everyone. See you
Funny, I don't
tomorrow.
see the countdown timer.
Maybe we've already been kicked off. No, I'm teasing.
I don't know.
but
But we'll
but we'll
see you
see
guys
everyone
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Oh no, it is called crack, but she makes it in a crock pot. I'm so confused.
Cracked chicken in the
Yeah,
crock pot. Go
yeah,
Google
you
that,
you couldn't have
everybody.
done this at the beginning of this episode. So now I'm wonder
Go
all
do some
night what's
research
going on.
on it. I feel like
Exactly.
you need
And
some
you
of
know
that.
me, I'll go to YouTube and research this
There'll be
and
like
have
an
some
hour
answer for you
discourse on
tomorrow.
it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly. Yeah,
Promise.
exactly.
Bye, guys.
Good
Have a
night,
good night.
everyone. Bye.